I've always had quite a strong feelings about this with pet kind of behaviour, and I've always done it with my cats. And it frustrates me. I see my brothers sometimes teasing their dogs that they've got a treat. I didn't say it in the right way, but I'm afraid they may recognise the word. You know, and you see people teasing their animals because it elicits a funny reaction. But for me, I think as a pet owner, when you take essentially a wild animal, even though domesticated, you know, cats are domesticated, they have the propensity to be wild, and their natural instinct is to be wild. But we placate that with you know, the way we treat them, giving them food, giving them pets, you know, petting them and talking to them in a soothing voice and all those things. So the animals choose to be with us. But in the event of an emergency, like say there was a fire in the house and the cats scattered, you know, and everything was different, and there was lots of noise and scary stuff, and or for, you know, if for some reason the other day she got off her lead, almost got off her collar when I you know, imagine she'd got off her collar and then there was a loud noise and she'd scattered somewhere. I think the strongest kind of power, superpower almost, that pet owners have is that word that they've trained as a response to getting something really nice. So I don't ever want to use it outside of the context of the usual, like that's how they got to know it, but I would like to have that as sort of like a piercing thing I've never said before if she got off the lead and was under a bush and I couldn't find her, for example. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense. I'm only saying it does make sense. Yeah, I mean, that's just me. It's just having been a pet owner my whole life and having, you know, lots of different types of pets. And I've always, you know, cared quite deeply about their feelings. You know, some people own animals and they own them, you know, they don't really see them as having feelings in the same way humans do. But I've always felt that they do. And I've always been deeply in love with all of my pets. I've never had a pet that I've not loved deeply. And of course, if you love something deeply, you want the best for it. But yeah. So that's it's good. It's good to actually have a talk about that. But that's almost like that's your safe word, I guess, would be another way of describing it. It's that you know, shit's hit the fan. I need to pull out the big gun and get them back, get them to respond. Ideally, I want to teach these two recall anyway, because they can be taught recall like dogs, like, you know, come at command. And that would be ideal, because that would be another way of potentially controlling a breakaway kit on a walk or out in the garden somehow. Although having said that, later on this month, hopefully, when Florin gets back and we can get it organised, well, hopefully we're going to have the external run built. And I think they're going to exercise themselves pretty well out there. There would be plenty of space for them to run around, charge around, and hopefully we'll get another couple of ferrets to give them more, you know, more company. If one's feeling sleepy, there's maybe, you know, always other people around who are up for a rough and tumble. And these two are pretty good. They seem to play together really nicely. But you know, there must be occasions when, well, we see it. There are occasions when one of them will drag the other one out of bed because they really want to play. What you doing? I might sit down on the floor and have some contact with the kits. Hello. I'm going to turn this around. Yeah. Oh, you think you want to go on my juice, do you? Ah, it's got a top on it. I put it in a glass, in a coffee thing. So you can't get in. No. This is mummy drink. Ferrets don't drink juice. Oh, they do chew cork on the side of cups though. Don't do that, please. You're a naughty girl. Pushing it with your nose isn't going to make it different. There must be a way in. That is actually the way in, but I don't think you're going to be able to work it. It goes like that. Oh. Now it's got my thumb over it. Hello. No, stop chewing the cork. Hello, sweet pea. How are you? You come to join the juice stealing party? You done? You giving up? Oh, no, you're going to give it a bit more of a... Yeah. No, that's not how it works. That is the way in. You're correct, but it's not the way that it works. You're just going to chew your way through it. Yeah, give it up. Good stuff. Thank you. And I can drink my juice.